This building holds just north of 80,000, and they have come out in very good numbers today at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington football team. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Kendrick. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. On first down, Huntley out to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
27-yard
on first and 10. Huntley flushed out right. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
6 yards left on second down. Huntley to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. And 1. Brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Huntley. They'll be hit and taken down at the 21. K'Lavon Chaisson. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a pass, and it's complete to QT. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. They run the option here on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. He just joined the double-digit party with that last pick. He now has 10 on the season.
And that takes a great amount of skill, study, a tad bit of luck. But bottom line, he's had a heck of a season.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Gladney. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
4-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 3rd down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
To throw on 3rd down, Huntley. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Washington going to send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will have a Vikings first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Minnesota.
The Vikings with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They go play action now. Jackson. Got an open man. It's QT. Touchdown, Vikings. Kiki QT. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. And oh, he coughed it up, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it, but if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire, and they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On first down, Huntley looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw, Huntley. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the first down.
On first down, Kendrick. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Huntley eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made him kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Scott. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And Washington will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. And some room to work. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington has made this a one-score game. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And they'll get it all the way up up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 38-yard line.
And the Vikings first down.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They run again on first down. Cook down to the 25.
The ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 25-yard line.
Get him, boy! Get him, boys!
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
11 yards there, first down.
Vikings.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The wide receiver.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Now Aldrick Rosas for the field goal attempt. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Rosas' kick is good. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Huntley. Open man right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st and 10, Huntley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Jackson from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver. And he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 38. Rosa's kick is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here 2nd and a yard from the 34. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now Jackson. Open man is QT, complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Minnesota.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Jackson. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, he's going to launch this thing. Oh, wide open, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
They go play action with Jackson. And he's going to have the hook up to QT. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
First down.
Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
Well, I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here is one.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Roses now to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Vikings 27, Washington 10. Aldrich Rosas set.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Huntley. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Timmy Jernigan with a sack.
Taken down back at the 18-yard line.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Huntley. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter
as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Jackson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still ended up with a solid gain.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
They run. Cook. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right, and that's incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. They're going option play on 3rd down. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
10 at the 21-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Kendrick. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Throwing on 1st down. Huntley. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
At the 41-yard line.
Here's Huntley. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Ha-ha, Clinton Dix there for the stop.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Jackson. Smith catches left side.
Jackson.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. On the carry, it's Cook. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a run with Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Oh, he stays up. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for Minnesota. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Washington football at the 20. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. He's going to float this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
It's a gain of
17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Minnesota.
Jackson now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher. Guys trying to get...
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kiki QT. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Vikings 34. Washington 10. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. He's got daylight. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And Washington able to close the gap just a bit. And now the Washington offense going to stay out there and go for two. Huntley to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Cook. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
On the carry. The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. Little. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
For the field goal, a 38-yard attempt.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Now, aren't I, though?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. That's caught inside the 20. And he is down deep into Minnesota territory. Big yardage that time for Washington. 59 yards. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Escaping the pressure right. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
Partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Landover.